Hey guys, Legendaray here, and as we head into the last week or two of Season 5 for Clash Royale, of course that means that Season 6 is just around the corner, coming on December 2nd, and even though CRL World Finals are just 5 days after that, I have received word from Seth that a set of balances will be rolling out on that date. Now, although the season's meta is objectively speaking a little bit better than the last meta, there are still a few major problems, and today a few of them have finally been addressed, mainly the Witch and the Executioner, which are receiving some very interesting changes in the upcoming update. So Clash Royale just released this developer blog right here titled Reverting Executioner and Witch Changes. So first things first, let's go ahead and start off with the Executioner. So with the Executioner, they're basically reverting the September rework. According to Seth, they've come to realize that even though the Executioner needed a change, this rework was fundamentally flawed. Area damage and splash attackers provide a mechanical crutch for players to handle swarms. We really regret pushing the Executioner and Witch rework so early. We had a variety of low usage cards that could use a fundamental rework, but we felt like area damage cards were the highest priority because it's a key role in many decks. We apologize for the upheaval this caused in the metagame, and especially to players who felt like one of their core cards was changed too dramatically. We still believe that reworking some cards will be beneficial to the game, but we have learned pretty clearly that powerful area damage range attackers do not create fun, interesting metas ripe with counterplay. And yes, this I completely agree. So, for those of you who don't remember the old Executioner, he's got 760 hit points, he'll have a slightly faster hit speed, the maximum range that axe will swing from will be increased from 5 to 6.5 tiles, the projectile range will be increased from 800 to 1000, and of course the damage will be almost halved from 195 to 106. So essentially the good old Executioner that we all knew and loved. So yeah, let me know what you think about the Executioner rework. They're basically just pushing him back to how he was. Did you like the old Executioner? Let me know down below. Next up, of course, we have the Witch, and the Witch is getting a somewhat of a revert back to its old self. However, it's kind of like halfway there. So here's what Seth had to say about the Witch. We want to say that you are all correct. We should not fundamentally change the function of cards. If you spent time and effort to level up your Witch as a primary area damage dealer, it is not fair to have that change overnight. Because of this, the Witch is receiving her area damage back with a more familiar damage and hit speed. So, what's the change? Well, of course, as Seth just said, she's getting her area damage attack back as she did before. I'm pretty sure it's a pretty large area damage as well, so it's kind of like the old Witch before all of the reworks. Now, the damage is also going to be reduced by 49%. So, I mean, that's a pretty big decrease. They're basically halving the damage as well. So, she's still going to do significantly more damage than she did before, but it's still nowhere near what she does right now. In addition, if you take the damage reduction and the hit speed increase both in combination, it actually isn't that big of a actual damage per second decrease. It goes from 94 damage per second to 84. So, not too much, but the Witch won't be able to like one-shot minions or anything like that. Also, keep in mind that the new deployment of skeletons, you know, the one in that square around the Witch, will be remaining the same. According to Seth, he thinks that this new formation will make her feel more imposing and useful in a variety of situations. What she's missing currently is the area damage and faster hit speed that the Witch users have come to rely on. So yeah, again, another change I am completely in agreement with. So let me know your thoughts on these in the comment section below, and Supercell also made an announcement on the future of rework. So as you know, the past few months, Clash Royale has been, releasing a rework every single month with their balance changes. Last November, they kind of took a break from that, so they're finally going to give us an update on how they're going to approach future balancing of those, less used cards in the game. So, we have reworked numerous cards over the past 2 years, including Spear Goblins, Royal Giant, Barbarians, Freeze, Cannon Cart, and Barbarian Barrel. We don't always get it right at first, but we believe with iteration, we can get the least used cards in Clash Royale to a healthy place. We have shifted our focus towards providing more utility to underplayed cards, instead of making well-rounded cards competitively viable. We have solutions for very good cards like arrows and heal that you'll see over the next 2 months. So, is a heal rework coming pretty soon? Honestly, that's gonna be pretty crazy, right? I mean, I honestly have no idea what to do with heal. That's gonna be a very controversial change for sure. I think no matter what Supercell does. Anyways, though, I think this new kind of balance ideology is very, very good. I think going into future balances, they can focus not as much on those splashers, but I mean, not completely ignore them, but just prioritize those really underused cards a little bit higher than reworking those bowlers and the bombers, which do see some usage after all. So yeah, that's pretty much the post. Let me know what you think about it in the comment section below. Of course, with Season 6 coming real soon, we've got some update news this weekend as well as the next. So be sure to subscribe and stay tuned for that. But unfortunately, guys, that's all I've got time for in today's episode. If you enjoyed, please leave a like down below as well as a subscription to my channel. And as always, this is Legendaray, and I'm signing off. See you guys next time.